This morning I woke up at 9 a.m, nothing crazy. Then I did 200 push-ups, 200 squats, 100 this, 100 that. A good workout, right? I took a cold shower, I went to buy some food, got dressed nicely, took a walk in the sunshine. I came back, I cooked, I ate, and then I rested for a little bit. Now you look at this morning and you may say, it's productive, but it is not. Lately I've been thinking about the word productive a little bit more, and about self-improvement. Productive is to produce. Now, of course I had a great morning and it was great to get, starting it off well, but it was not productive. There's nothing that I was producing. I was not producing any work, I was not producing, look, if you want to get technical, don't. But if you do, I was producing these hormones in my head and I was energy, whatever. But look, that's not what we're talking about. We have goals and we have ambitions. And are we being productive towards them? If my goal is to achieve a better body, yes, but that's not really my goal. I have a decent body as it stands, and that's not what I strive for. Productivity would have looked like recording a video, helping somebody out, writing on my book, write things of the sort. That would have been productive because these are things that I care about and that I want to improve on. And as I look at the journey of many people in self-improvement, I realize that a lot of us put off the work just to do a million of activities which in some sense have no sense, that we do for the sake of delaying on maybe lack of guidance and feeling better about ourselves. Yes, there's a lot of things that are important for you. Journaling, meditating, cold showers, meditation. There's 1,000 habits, right? Sitting in the sun for a while. But if you're not doing anything with your life, self-improvement is losing the biggest part that composes it. If you're on self-improvement, you're striving to become a better person, a better in some regards, right? But you ought to have some direction. If you're just getting better aimlessly, you're not really doing it because you want to. Sure, it's beneficial to get in better shape, to have healthier traits that will make for a healthier mind. But if you have things that you want to work on, you must work on them, and that is self-improvement. You can't just say, alright, I'll do all of this, I'll neglect my studies, I'll neglect my work, I'll neglect my direction in life. As a man or a woman, anyone striving for a better future, you need to look with more maturity at the things that lay forth, be it the steps you need to take to make money in whatever business you're doing, be it the steps you need to take to get whatever career it is that you want to do. It is not only about all of this meditating, whatever. You should do that as a complementation of working towards your goal. These things will let you not get distracted with the outer world, clubbing and all these things that we know are not good for us, and rather have a really healthy mind with which we'll be able to do the work that we need to do without fretting over the fact that we are so lonely or so miserable. These habits will make our mind a lot healthier, a lot happier as a person, and it will help us achieve the work that we need to do. Now, you need to actually do the work. The biggest problem with self-improvement is that it's not taking action. And we hear it a million times. You're not taking action, you're not taking action. And we think that we do just because we're doing these habits. But that's not good enough. You know it isn't, but you're afraid to accept it. Because it will mean that you have to do the thing that you care about, the thing that you love, the thing that is really meaningful to you. Maybe you just haven't found it yet. Or perhaps you have and you're delaying it. But if you haven't yet, then start by doing nothing. Discover what you may enjoy. Think about what has made you happier in life. Helping other people, researching things, creating, repairing, right? We have intrinsic desires or things that fulfill our purpose. Go into one of these niches, research, learning, or social work, right? Working with people. And then do something that you actually are passionate about. You might not get it right away. You might not get the perfect thing, but you'll be closer to it and you'll be doing something, you'll be moving forward. Let's say that perhaps you like working with other people. Okay. You start some sort of social event therapy group. In there, you're talking with your friends and you gather like once a week and you speak about your problems and how to go forward. Eventually, you get a good group of it and you start a group online with strangers. And then maybe you meet up with these strangers. And maybe this evolves into something that you hadn't expected. And it's actually a way for people to go out with others that are of similar interests. You can build a community, yada yada. And you found something that you liked. You didn't have the clearest idea at first, but you evolved into it. But you must take action. You can't just think about it. If you sit in your room and you think about what you could possibly do, you will get nowhere. You'll just travel through Wonderland. And then there's cases where we know what we need to be doing, but we delay it because we think that it is much more important to do all these other things first. Now, while my morning was productive, I worked out, I bought food and all that, it may be more productive to just start off doing the work. And after I've done work, like right away, I open my eyes, I go to my computer, start writing or start recording. I wouldn't record because the sunshine, whatever. Anyway, and I do a few hours of work, and then I go and do exercise. Or maybe I go out on a walk, right? I keep myself active and I get out a little bit. I make sure that I don't feel too clogged up into my own life and into my own goals, making myself associate them with pain, and I enjoy life more. But I make sure that I progress in the work that I need to be doing. This is self-improvement. If you start off with the tasks, because they are also in some sense difficult, taking the cold showers, doing this, doing that, saying this shit, well, not necessarily difficult, but it takes time and it takes conscious effort. When it is time to do the things that you need to do to actually produce and be productive, you may find yourself having run out of willpower. And to avoid running out of this willpower, this special juice, you ought to find out what you really want to do. And I would recommend at first, until you get a good groove of yourself and a routine, to start the day with producing, being productive, and then doing the other things afterwards. The meditation, the sitting in the sun, the exercise, whatever. Right? There's a million habits out there. Reading, all of that. Leave that for the evening at first. Then when you get a good groove of things, maybe you prefer doing workout first and then, reading in the afternoon. You'll see what you prefer. We're all different. But simply avoid the trap of doing nothing, of being fake productive, right? And being actually productive and producing things. I made a Discord group and I'm going to start sending daily messages when I wake up, just to start the day off right with some positivity. I'd love to see you in there. Strive to be 1% better every day, and much love. Quick reminder to fix your posture and take deep breaths into your diaphragm from your nose.